Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is in the US this week to amass support for his so-called victory plan, aimed at charting an end to the Russian invasion of his country. The plan requires major commitment from the US and Western allies, in particular permission to use long-range missiles into Russian territory with the aim of degrading Russian military infrastructure. But so far, London and the White House have refused the request for fears of greater escalation. Ukraine says its army is at a serious disadvantage as a result.
I think some of the limits imposed are probably just gonna stay. And I think Zelenskyy is probably well aware of what these limits are and how difficult and how slow it is to move Biden. But from a negotiating standpoint, maybe if you exert a lot of pressure, you get not everything that you ask for, but you get a bit.
The plan is also likely to include Western security guarantees akin to the Mutual Defence Pact of NATO membership and, crucially, deepening offensive into Kursk to provide territorial bargaining chips for potential negotiations with Russia.
I think we're very, very far from any kind of negotiations for the simple reason that Russia is as aggressive, if not more, now than it was at the beginning of the war. So Russia is not moderating. It's pushing ahead in the Donbass. Putin announced increased levels of mobilization of Russian troops just a couple of days ago. Russia is investing massively in its defense industrial capacity. So Ukraine faces a highly aggressive Russia.
As President Zelenskyy has said, nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians. Given the current situation with an exhausted army on the battlefield, the constant plea for weapons and then restrictions on how to use them is unsustainable. But he says his plan for victory is a way to resolve all that.